How often do you think about the waste you produce and its impact on our environment? It's a question worth pondering. Every day, each of us generates waste, but seldom do we consider its fate. Yet, the importance of waste management and recycling cannot be overstated. It's time to change our perspectives. Imagine a world where waste is not just discarded, but rather repurposed into something valuable. This is the essence of upcycling, transforming what we would typically throw away into something new and useful. It's more than just a trend. It's a movement towards sustainability, creativity, and resourcefulness. Upcycling offers a plethora of benefits. It helps reduce the amount of waste going into our landfills, saving valuable resources. It can also save you money, as you repurpose items you already have, rather than buying new. But perhaps the most exciting aspect is the opportunity for creativity, to breathe new life into old items, giving them a new purpose and meaning. So, are you ready to transform your trash into treasure? First things first, identify an item around your house that you're considering throwing away. Look at the objects you usually discard and see them in a new light. Upcycling is all about breathing new life into old items, transforming something that's lost its luster into something that shines anew. When choosing an item, consider its potential. A glass jar can become a quaint candle holder, an old t-shirt can morph into a trendy tote bag, and that worn-out wooden chair might be just a few brush strokes away from being your new favorite piece of furniture. Think outside of the box. An old ladder might serve as a unique bookshelf, or a rusty bicycle could be turned into a charming garden planter. The possibilities are only as limited as your imagination, so don't be afraid to get creative and take some risks. Now that you have your item, let's move on to the next step. Great, you've chosen your item. Now what do you want to transform it into? The first step in planning your upcycling project is to brainstorm. Let your imagination run free. Think about the potential uses for the object and how it could be reshaped, reassembled, or repurposed. It's a creative process, so don't hesitate to think outside the box. Next, consider doing a bit of online research. There's a wealth of inspiration to be found on websites, blogs, and social media platforms. You'll find countless examples of upcycled items and may even stumble upon a new idea or technique you hadn't thought of before. Once you've got a few ideas, sketch out your design. This will give you a clear vision of the final product and can help in identifying any challenges that might arise during the transformation process. Bear in mind the function and aesthetics of the new item. It's not just about making something look good, it's about creating something useful out of what was once considered waste. With a solid plan in place, it's time to gather your tools and materials. Ready to get your hands dirty? Roll up your sleeves and let's get started. Upcycling, as we've learned, is all about giving a new life to items that have served their purpose. Today, we'll be using an old glass jar as our upcycling example. The first step in any upcycling project is preparation. For our glass jar, this means removing any labels and thoroughly cleaning it. This might seem like a mundane task, but it's essential to creating a clean canvas for your project. Use warm, soapy water to peel off the label and scrub off any residual glue. If stubborn bits remain, a little bit of baking soda and vinegar should do the trick. Once your jar is clean and dry, it's ready for its transformation. Next, we move on to the fun part, repurposing. The possibilities are endless here. You could turn your jar into a charming lantern, a unique flower vase, a stylish storage container, or even a cozy home for your pet goldfish. For this tutorial, we'll be turning our glass jar into a delightful candle holder. Start by choosing a design for your jar. This could be as simple as a pattern of dots or as intricate as a landscape silhouette. Use a marker to sketch your design onto the jar. Then, choose your paint color. Acrylic paint works great on glass and is available in a wide range of colors. Apply the paint with a brush, taking your time to fill in your design. Remember, this is supposed to be a fun, relaxing process, so don't rush. Once your design is complete, let the paint dry thoroughly. This might take a few hours, but it's worth the wait. After the paint has dried, you can add a layer of clear sealant to protect your design. This step is optional, but recommended if you plan to use your jar around water or outdoors. Finally, drop in a tea light, light it up, and watch as your old glass jar transforms into a beautiful glowing candle holder. Congratulations, you've just completed your first upcycling project. Now that you've made something new and beautiful, why keep it to yourself? It's time to spread the joy of upcycling by sharing your creations with friends, family, and the wider world through online communities. Sharing your projects isn't about showing off, it's about inspiring others to see the potential in what they might otherwise discard. Your upcycled item is a testament to the power of creativity, resourcefulness, and the commitment to a greener planet. By showcasing your work, you're not just sharing a cool DIY project, you're also advocating for a lifestyle that values sustainability and reducing waste. But how do you share your upcycled projects effectively? Well, start with a good photograph. You don't need a fancy camera for this, your smartphone will do just fine. Ensure you have good lighting, preferably natural light, as it brings out the true colors and texture of your creation. Take pictures from different angles, showing the item in its entirety and also close-ups of interesting details. Don't forget to tell the story of your project. Write a brief description of what the item used to be and how you transformed it into its new form. Discuss any challenges you faced along the way and how you overcame them. This adds a personal touch and gives your audience a glimpse into your creative process. Consider sharing your project on social media platforms like Instagram, Pinterest, or Facebook, where there are thriving communities of upcyclers ready to appreciate your work and engage in meaningful conversation. You can also join online forums or blogs dedicated to upcycling. Remember, the goal isn't perfection. It's about reducing waste, saving money, and unleashing your creativity. Your upcycled project is a symbol of these values, and by sharing it, you're inspiring others to adopt them too. So why not start another project and see where your imagination takes you?